Take two. I just did an earlier take and I don't know what happened. I did something and something fell. Well, I guess take two. That's why I said take two. I am back home. Some things never die. Why didn't mean to say that? Like, this is like the only house I've ever known. And I know, I'm not wanted here. I don't belong here. And I respect that. But I do have things here. And I'll get my things. Do I need them? Probably not. I don't know. I'm still post having my house stolen. So maybe I'm a little bitter. Actually, I don't know what I'm bitter. I just felt like I don't feel bitter. I just feel cheated. I feel wronged. And I feel helpless and weak and defenseless. And then like incapable. Shit. That's why they targeted me. How can I a former victim, like everyone's dead, who never spoke up, who was so weak, who was so easily manipulated, gullible. I believed all that shit put on me. That gullibleness, it's so empty. You're gullible, innocent, empathetic, naive, trusting. Good traits. I have them myself. Good traits. But it's got to go both ways. So if you were anything like girl, boy, these are my puppies. It's kind of gross, but they're little machines. But yeah, so if you're anything like me, boy, girl, you have been groomed like from an early age. That's if you're like me. And I don't mean no disrespect. But if what my situation, if you can relate, hindsight's 50-50 when you can see things from a different perspective. I didn't see any of this coming. I have this thing called like wishful thinking. I just believe if there's anything I want, I put it out there and I get it. And usually, it just seemed to work that way. It wasn't like this law of attraction shit. This was way before that. It just was crazy. So, or maybe it's that law of vibration. Maybe it's that I didn't learn about it. I just it just worked like that before I knew anything about it. Like, I don't want to brush my hair; it's so tingly. But damn, everything is so far before. Technically I am homeless, but I don't take I'm not taking credit for it. Like I've been through the trenches. I'm baby homeless. My house was stolen from me. No, I was locked out last week by the sheriffs. On the same day, I tried to appeal the default judgment. And in my, my lack of experience, I have a lot of pride about this because I followed through. And it was so hard for me. I don't care about anybody else, if it's hard for them or not. We're all different. And I was the one going through it. So I'm speaking for myself. And for my, I don't know, my cognitive functioning, my brain's not quite rewired yet. I think I'm still trauma brain. I know I am. My grief, I have not even, I've been running from grief, avoiding grief. Definitely not facing grief since my son's, maybe I am, but I still haven't seen his graveyard, his gravesite, his tombstone, not even in pictures. I haven't read the autopsy, but you know what, my daughter, got evicted from the house my son took his last breath in. My son was born in this house. I raised my kid in this house. With his siblings, of course. And I haven't seen my kids in a while. But there's hope someday that I will see them. Not like hope like it's not gonna happen, just it is what it is. Right now my life is like, damn, it's like I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I'm like so poor. I'm like so poor I don't exist. Just by the companionship of my former boyfriend, who has been in the trenches, my kind of trenches, not like the sheriff trenches. More, I just feel more devastating, more, it's not fair. It's like, I don't know, it's you know what, this is common. It's gotta stop. I don't like this. It's like, I get abused. Offense one. Whether it's emotional abuse or just gaslighting or name calling or degrading or belittling, whatever it is. Betrayal. So there's an act that's against me. So boom, I get hurt. Then when I bring it up, ooh, it's met with resistance, and it's somehow flipped around like I'm the problem, or they don't want to hear the problem. Because if it's anything about them, oh hell no, they don't want to hear it, and it looks like I'm still the problem because I'm making them feel uncomfortable, and they don't want to hear the problem. Okay, so that kind of injures me, and then having it not being heard. On top of not being silenced, not having my emotions expressed. That's almost just another. That's like a third injury because it spews with me. I'm a deep thinker, and these hurts or whatever they are, they turn into resentments. And being a deep thinker that I am, girl, boy, it spews in that shit. And so then anything else they do, it's just like, ugh. And it's not good living in resentment. Because it's not a happy place. Because I'm not giving or receiving love. And I have so much love stored up inside me that it's just, you know what? I have so much love inside me. It used to be bursting to get out, but now it's like, it's kind of like gone, it's slumber. It's in slumber because there's no chance that it's going to come out. There's no reason for it to come out. There's nothing good that's even tantalizing it. So it's just dormant. And having it dormant, oh, that'll piss a motherfucker off. Because it's not even do I not have it, but that I don't even have that tickling hope to have it. But I'm not saying I won't ever have it. There's just nothing, nothing enticing it. So that'll make it crazy. And you know what? I get more. I get more. Oh my god! I did not see my hair like this. Oh, I gotta brush my teeth out. A horrible taste right now. I am drinking more damn soda than I ever have my whole life. And I'll down the water too. Okay, good. They say the calorie intake is worse on you when it's a liquid, when it's in liquid form. I can't tell if it's on. So, c'est la vie. What was he talking about? Damn it. A resentment. Oh, yeah. About injuries, yeah. So I don't know if it's on 3 or 4. Is that resentment? Maybe that's a 4 because, it's burning. And then, when whatever it is I'm resentful for, it's the treatment I get that others don't get. And that's what keeps it burning. This is something I complain about, or I say, this really hurts me when this, I feel like nothing. Or I don't feel like a priority. When this homeless stranger, you offer them a ride or something. I don't know, when you're patiently waiting for them, but for me, doing something important, and I'm grieving, I'm like going through something, and I don't get that treatment, and it doesn't get heard when I even present it, and I'm the fool. I know I'm the fool, and I think that's to make it seem more resentful because I allow it. I allow it. I open the door for it. If it happens, I'm still there. I may gripe about it, but I can allow it. I fucking allow it. Because deep down, I'm just full of myself. Damn it. So I like talking talking because I don't know who to talk to but you. Okay. But you helped me get my my thinking clear. Because I'm a deep thinker, but I don't think I solve things in my head. I spew on stuff. But when I talk it out, it comes out, and then I could see it. You know what I mean? Like I can I guess I'm a visual thinker. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I think I don't know what visual thinker, what it really means. But like if someone's telling me something, I have to if I don't understand it and oh my god, I cannot, my camera, I look like funk, oh my god. Oh my, that's worse. Oh, fuck. I've been, well, did I introduce myself? I don't know. I'm hot. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kimberly. Welcome to my nightmare. That's not a nightmare. Welcome to my beautiful life. And don't worry, my hair's not always so gorgeous. Well, I am. You know what, my agoraphobia, I have agoraphobia. Well, I can't say it. My agoraphobia, I really believe it falls under, I don't know what it falls under, but I'm functionable when I'm with somebody. That's probably why I get into predicaments like what I was talking about earlier now that I think about it. God, I hope I'm not dependent. Kind of sounds like it. I know if I'm not happy, where's my damn purse? If I'm not happy if I'm not happy around somebody, not even in a relationship, because this is where we were in a relationship, but we spent a lot of time together, and we weren't good for each other, but he sticks around, and I'm like the pusher awayer. But he's all I have, really, and I'm just probably afraid to be alone. Well, I know I used to be afraid to be alone, where shoot, I would just I just couldn't be alone. I could not be alone. Even with, I had a family. Like right now, I'm really alone. Like I don't have people in my life. I don't have a family. Well, I do. I'm not saying I don't. I have my kids, but I don't have them in my life. Before, I could even have kids in my life and have a happy home life. But that feeling of being alone, oh my god, that was so great. That I always had to be in a relationship. But now, being in a relationship, I was always alone. Or not always, but definitely when I needed to not be alone. That's when I was alone the most. And that fucked me up. But everything has a good and a bad, if you're willing to see it. Those sound like fighting words too. I mean, just because it's a good and a bad does not mean that it's a good thing, or that the good means you get something. I like the good, like my son died. How can I even justify a good And, good to me would be lessons. That's one that I could say. And lessons, that would be, I learned what love was and what it wasn't. And I know I know loss, and I know the depths of the deepest pain, and I know agony, and I know suffering, and I know hopeless, and it gave me really deep feelings that I never I don't know, maybe I had them, but I was too young. I never could process them. And what I do, or did, or do, whatever, is dissociate and just check out. And and maybe it made me handle a lot of abuse for years, because I would shine everything up, with basically gaslighting my babies, my children, because their dad could be so abusive, like right in front of everybody. And I don't dare speak the elephant in the room. I wanted my kids to I wanted to shelter them from the abuse. So my intentions were good, but they were misguided. You can't shelter them. Abuse is abuse. If it's happening, it's happening. Sheltering them would be I don't know, sheltering. Shelter actually, it sounds bad, but sheltering's, I'm like, wait, sheltering's, it's a bad, it's not, I didn't mean anything bad, but that doesn't mean that bad doesn't happen. Yeah, so I thought, I took on the brunt of the abuse. Like I took it, and it spared the kids. Like, I saved the kids. That's I was a little misguided there. But my children do love their dad. For sure. Well, not all of them, but all of the blood ones do. And, as they should. Pop candy. My mouth is so dirty. Ugh, I have a dicky taste in my mouth, and it's a Payola soda. I don't have access to, I'm usually a little bit more organized like this. I do have my, where did it go though? Oh my God. I have my shower bag. That's weird. I don't know what to do with it. Oh my God, my hair's silly. Oh my gosh. But yeah, what did I get for my son's death? Yeah, that's what I got. Jasmine's death, his fiance. I realized like she was a best friend. That's nice. It's a nice realization, because I didn't have very many genuine people in my life who cared for me. Cared for me enough to cared for me enough that I could see myself through their eyes in an honest, truthful way. Because, well, in a nice way too. Not just because it was a nice way, just because it was just the truth. Because anybody's if I see in the way anybody would present me to me would be not very kindly. Like there's always something wrong with me, or it's like debated and shit. It just was never just never in an understanding way. Like there was one time I thought, oh my God, I'm a cheater. Like I felt like a piece of scum, because I was seeing my ex-boyfriend, who it would be like our 4th time around, so we're like very close, and we were just very, very more closer than I realized. I did not know. I think I just didn't want to hurt, so I convinced myself that I didn't care. And I did a pretty damn good job at convincing myself, until I saw through my stories. Well, and maybe he too. We were both, we've been around like 3 times or 4 times in our high school years, so in our teens. Then in our 20s, he went to the Marines, so it'd be like early 20s, kind of middle 20s maybe. Well, the high school one, we broke up and he joined the Marines. So it was like pretty final, especially at that age. And we got back together. We were so young. And it was always, I know with me, it was like the first time I was really so close to someone and not knowing how to love anybody, and feeling just a frustration. I don't know, the hormones or whatever. And he was like a virgin, so he had no experience either. So we're just 2 kids with no experience and having these deep emotions. And I think I was too insecure, I would think, because I probably would have been comfortable having him all the time, or not. I don't know. I don't think I was like that though, but I don't know. I know I just had a whole bunch of emotions and I did not know what to do with them, and it just made me feel probably anxiety. And I didn't have no one to guide you through life and explain anything. That's what mentors, parents, God, that's so beneficial. How much more better my life could have been if I could have just got the right kind of counseling or something, just to explain to me, what's normal or what's not normal, and how to work things out, or because I didn't have that. And I'm, you know what, my parents, I'm sure, did not have that. And I didn't have any positive role models in my life. And now I look back, and I don't even know if I had any close friends in my life. Or maybe I did and I don't remember. I don't know. I think I just lived in my head through growing up. Because I don't know. I'd be curious to know. I would love to talk to someone who knows it, because I don't even know how to explain what I don't know. Because right now I'm thinking, did I have friends? I don't know. I remember the feeling of being afraid to not have anyone to sit next to at lunch. But then it's such a foggy feeling to where, was it just a dream? That's how bad it is, where I can't even tell. I can't connect to the feeling, like the memory. It seems like it could be like I watched it in a show. And that just trips me out. How can I not know? That's where I'd want to talk to a psychiatrist. Because I would hope they would know whatever it is I'm talking about, because I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But they would know. And I guess if you know, then you would know, because I don't know. Or they would ask the questions. Yeah, because they know, a lot of our mental illness stuff, we all have the same symptoms, I think. Or it seems like narcissists, man, when you read the comments, it's like, oh my God, it's like you were talking about me. Like how they do the same type of manipulation tactics. And you would think that, man, did they go to school for this or what? Or like diseases, they have the same symptoms, like headache or dizziness or lightheadedness, because it's the reaction it has to your body or your brain. It's just interesting. When they say heartache, it's like the scientists or doctors or whoever, they're realizing that it has the same pain effect on you, like if you were really, physically injured. And I know depression, man, when I'm in my emotions like that, oh man, it's so exhausting. I come out like, I feel like I've done so much. Did I know? Sure as hell felt like it. I should change, huh? This thing is getting, maybe later. But I feel like it's getting old and tired. Yeah, and I know I should put it. I don't like wearing the same clothes. I love my clothes. I have so much beautiful clothes.